City Beach Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome to the Beach Chamber. Bush Eaters, Green Drone, Happy Books, IntelliChoice Builders, La Michoacana Restaurant, Once Upon a Child, and the Panama City Swim Team.
We're here to champion your success and connect you with this amazing community.
Congratulations from ESPN Northwest Florida.
And the Panama City Beach Chamber of Commerce, reaching Bay County and beyond.
Big Memorial Day mattress sale going on now at the Sleep Center. Stop by the Sleep Center and you can save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Stearns & Foster, made in the USA, and available at
Sleep Center, where it's bedtime all day long.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
And that's out of the ballpark.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub. Hey. I'm full of water. I say hot tub. Hot tub.
Wake him up on a Monday morning. Oh, man, I need to wake up. I'm glad Chad's here.
Rubber dub and hot tub. Rubber dub and me. Shake in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Will you make me sweat?
Yeah.
Shake in the hot tub.
Get in.
Will you make me wet?
Yeah. Well. And I hope everybody had a happy and wonderful Mother's Day. I sure miss mine. I wish I could call her. Chad, you miss your mama?
Yes, I do.
Wildcat, you miss your mama?
Absolutely, every day.
I miss
and
my
she's
mama.
still around. So
You're lucky. You're very
I'm
fortunate.
very lucky.
Very fortunate. I bet I think about my mom and dad every day. Sometime throughout the day, I think every day I think of them. Wish they were still around, and they are. But anyway, we hope y'all guys had a wonderful, wonderful, super Mother's Day. We went to church. We went to a restaurant I'd never been to, and we had a great time. And the weather was wasn't very nice. Chad, did y'all have a good Mother's Day? Everybody talk to you, mothers?
Well, all the mothers in my life were doing other things, I guess.
Yeah.
It was a quiet day, pretty much, or quiet weekend at home. It was raining.
Yeah. I was kind of
I cleaned the
down
pool.
a little bit.
I had to clean the pool.
How could you do that in the rain? Did you try?
When it quit raining, I'd go out there because the pool looks bad.
Well, let's talk. I bet this young man had a good Mother's Day. I bet he better been good to his wife because she got a lot of pull with him. Let's bring him on right now. South Walton, Studley baseball coach. Nick, how you doing this morning?
What's going on, Coach? Couldn't be better. Happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there. Hope y'all had a great weekend.
Well, speaking of, did your wife have a good Mother's Day?
Absolutely. She got all she could stand of me. we were together all day. You know, we were headed over to Panama City. My 12-year-old boys had a ball tournament that got rained out. So that worked out great. So we could just hang out the rest of the day. We went and ate lunch at Chipotle over in your neck of the woods and came on back and watched it rain. It was a nice little peaceful Sunday with the family. Then we had a big gathering over in Destin with all the mothers, and it was a good family outing. We just had a good time. It was special.
Well, that's good. That's good. We're kind of the same thing. We had a big gathering, and I was down on the far end, didn't get to talk to everybody I wanted to talk to, but we had fun. We had a good time. Hey, let me ask you this. Let's go back to last week's game. Swanee, that's a great community. There's nothing to do there but play sports. That if you're a coach, that's kind of where you want to be. One town, you don't share athletes. It's really a good situation for them. I knew they'd give you a game. Talk about it. You got them in 2, but I was paying attention. I was at the Arnold game, and I was Clay game, but we had I forgot what it's called on the phone. You can watch everything that's going on. And I said, damn.
Game changer.
Yeah, game changer. That's what it's called. So I was kind of, worried a little bit. And then I said, there you go. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. Talk about it. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, you're right. Swanee's an outstanding team. Very scrappy and gritty, competitive. Coach Moran does a great job. First time we played them in several years. They are loaded with talent. They have a bunch of young players that are highly talented and very, very competitive. They play a lot of high-level ball throughout the summer and throughout the year. But, we started off a little shaky. We walked a couple guys in the first and got out of a jam. And then I walked a couple guys in the second, and I made a pretty brazen decision. I went and got my pitcher and went with Coleman Borthwick, and he went 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, pitched outstanding. He didn't allow a walk. He hit a couple guys, but they battled them all night. We were able to win that game 3-0. Jackson Perkins had a big 2 RBI single in the first inning after we had some quality at bats that we put together. And Nathan Whitney had a RBI single in the 6th inning, and Coleman Borthwick just dominated throughout. I don't talk a lot about Coleman, but I got to here on game 2. Tuesday night, outstanding pitchers duel. Again, we had Denton Lord going on the mound for us, and he struck out 12 through 6 innings. 0-0 game.
Wow.
Their guy was outstanding. Our guy was outstanding. So you could definitely feel the drama building. Bottom of the 6th, we loaded the bases, and they walked in a run. And then we go strike out, double play. So we don't add any more to our lead. It's 1-0 going into the top of the 7th. We had our pitchers' pitch count was up, so we swapped pitchers and had a couple controversial calls there in the 7th. We had a ground ball where my second baseman tagged the runner. Runners up first and second, ground ball to second base. We tagged a guy, throw to first. Should be a double play. They call the tag, no tag on the runner going to second. So they have third and second, 1 out, and they go back-to-back suicide squeeze bunts and get the runs in. I mean, we practice that every week, and they executed it about as perfectly as you could. So we're down 2-1 in the top of the 7th, the regional final here, and we dang sure don't want to go to Swanee on Thursday night. So the first time we've trailed since March, like 12th and 13th. We haven't been down. We haven't even really been challenged besides one game throughout. With teams threatening. So what I'm most proud of is our team did not blink. They did not flinch. They had the right look on their face. They had determination, and they came back in the dugout. And my very first batter, my catcher, Hudson Quinn, who's outstanding, by the way, he's got to be our MVP. He doesn't get enough credit. Everybody talks about our pitchers, but you got to have a catcher to handle that staff. He comes up and hits a ball about as hard as he's hit all year down the right field line, and you got to tip your cap. The Swanee right fielder lays out. This could have been risky. Lays out and makes an awesome catch to prevent him from getting a double or a triple, maybe inside the park home run if he doesn't make the catch. 1 out. My 9-hole, Jace Cunningham, comes up. He's been outstanding all year. He hits the ball in the 5-6 hole, and their third baseman makes another awesome play and throws to first, and Jace just barely does beat it. And that's why I say that determination look was right, because he was hustling out of the box. He made his very best effort to beat it out, and he did. We're at the top of the lineup. We got a chance here, 2-1, 1 out. Ground ball. Frank Wells came up and hit a ground ball right back to the pitcher. I mean, perfect double play ball. But what does Frank do? He hustles out of the box. He beats it out at first.
Wow.
And by him beating that throw out, it could have ended the game. But by that determination to hustle and do whatever it takes to be safe there, gave us the chance we needed. 2-hole Cameron Tipton-Thomas had outstanding at bat. He had the right look on his face, and he drew a walk to his first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, and then steps Coleman Borthwick. And about the biggest atmosphere you could ever have at your home park, down 1, bottom of the 7th, regional final. You get these runs in. You win the game here. You're going to the state tournament. Coleman Borthwick hits a 3-run walk-off home run to seal the deal for us.
That's
and it was
awesome.
just total pandemonium.
Everything that kid has gone through, I heard his parents are really hard on him. And for him to be able to do what he's done is incredible. I mean, I've heard so many good things about him. Not so much about the other ones, but him.
People ask me, how do you raise these kids to be such great hitters? I just said it's got to be the genetics. That's all I got.
Yeah, your point though that if the other runner, if he didn't make it to first, that moment would have never happened. And it takes a team, and great story. I mean, and the way you laid it out. It's perfect for radio to hear, what happened. But anyway, yeah, that's an awesome story that'll live forever now.
Just straight up guts on those guys beating out those balls on the infield. Refuse to lose. Get the next guy up. That is so special because we have blown people away throughout the season. We've had a couple close calls, but we know it's going to come down to that, and it did.
Yeah.
It did to get us to where we need to be. And, just proud as a coach for the fight of my guys, and then also proud as a father, obviously, and Coleman often has the weight of the world on his shoulders because he's the guy we go to in the crunch time on the mound. He comes in with a base. He came in the bases loaded Monday night in the second inning, and he didn't give up a run. He goes strikeout, pop-up, strikeout. He's just dominant, but he we know he's not always going to be perfect. He was, a lot of people came to me and said, I don't know why Coach Moran pitched to him. Why would they pitch to him? I was like, well, he did get him out four or five times in a row, and thought he could get him again. It's a tough situation. First and second, their best hitter up. Do you walk them and put the winning run on second base, or do you assume, hey, we're going to make this guy beat us, and that's what he went with, and Coleman got the ball. It was a low pitch. It was a well-located pitch, and he did what we've been trying to get him to do all year in batting practice, just not hook that ball. It's so easy to hook that low inside pitch. It's so easy to hook it foul. He had already hit one foul about 400 feet in the first inning, but he kept his hands inside of it and got it up just enough to send it out of the park. Just a special day. No, I'm super proud of the team and the whole situation. Our community came out in full force to those games and did throughout the playoffs.
It was unbelievable. I saw a picture of on TV of the crowd. I take a lot of credit. I think I'm behind all that. I don't think that's you. I think that's me. So I better get an award.
You got him there.
Anyway,
keep getting them there, Coach.
It's exciting. We need to keep up the momentum here.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: who are y'all going to play? What's the game plan? I got so many. We don't have much time. All right, I'm going to go this question first. When you won that game, what did you guys do the rest of the week? Give us a little rundown. You don't want to wear them out, but so how did you do the next 3 or 4 days?
Well, Wednesday we brought in our special guest motivational speaker. One of our big mottos all year has been deal with it.
Yeah.
Deal with adversity, deal with the struggle, and we brought in Mr. Deal With It. He came in and fired him up. We had a little celebration. We had the heavyweight championship belt and district championship trophy, regional championship trophy, and he brought a motivational speech to the team. We work out. We work out the day after a big game. We lift and sprint, do a recovery. But Thursday and Friday we came back. We were scheduled to go to Northwest Florida State. We need to go practice on a natural surface, grass and clay. So we had some rain in the forecast, so we had to cancel that. So we're actually going to Northwest Florida State today. We're going to go over there and practice on that big stadium. Our field's a little bit of a short portion left, and we need to take good angles in the outfield and practice, playing on those stadium atmosphere.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over there today, and then Friday we just did a little practice. But tonight we're going to Northwest. Tomorrow we're actually doing a walk through the elementary schools. They come out in full force. We pull the bus up to the elementary school. We run the guys through the school, and those kids think that these high school baseball players are just superstars, local heroes.
Man. That's awesome.
What we've done with our atmosphere is we have created a buzz around our youth, and they come out in full force. And, we're down 2-1 the other night in the 7th, and we've got a pile. 50 or 60 kids lined up right by our dugout just trying to fist bump our guys so they can get on deck to warm up. And, you know, they love it. So we're going to go down there and walk through the schools. That's a little special visit. You know, we did that last year, and the kids loved it. So
that's awesome, man.
Again tomorrow.
I love that. That's great. All right. What day are you heading down? I know we're going to run late. Don't give me that finger. We're going to run late. All right. What day do y'all go down to Fort Myers?
Well, busy schedule this week. Friday night's graduation, so we can't leave early for that. Saturday morning, we're going to head out. We're going to stop and spend the night in Gainesville.
Yeah.
So we're going to split the trip in half. We're going to go watch the Florida Gators and this team called Alabama. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Yes, sir. Yeah, baby. Last series, yeah.
Yep, Saturday, we're going to go watch the game in Gainesville. I think it's a 4 o'clock start, so it gives us enough time to get down there and go in, and then we'll practice Saturday night there in Gainesville. So we're hoping that the Gators just roll out the red carpet, let us get out there on their field after they wrap up the series. But we'll find a good spot to practice Saturday night and then head on to Fort Myers Sunday morning. We'll practice Sunday evening, and then we play Monday at 10 a.m. So I'm not sure I'm going to get to come on the air next Monday, Coach.
Okay. So, well, I'm not just. Well, you'll see that in your check this week too. Hey, who will y'all be playing? Who will y'all play round one? Who the 4 teams left?
All right, we play Hernando out of Brooksville Monday at 10 a.m. Right behind us at 1 o'clock is Bishop Barrow and Miami Springs, both very good programs. All 4 teams very worthy. I believe Monday night Arnold plays. I'm not so sure. I think they play at 7 o'clock behind us. So South Walton Arnold play on the same day. We're just at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
But Hernando's got an outstanding lefty pitcher, similar to Swanee. We face Monday night, and they have a shortstop that hit about 6 or 7 home runs in the playoffs that we're fully aware of. So we got our hands full, but we'll be ready to play. I guarantee you that.
I know all about Bishop Barrow. That's a private school down in Lee County. They always got players. Listen, we might call you later this week. I might text you and see if I can get you on before you get out of there. We're going to tell people to send money down by the school that they can help pay for this. And man, so proud of you. Great job this year. Y'all be unbelievable things y'all are doing over there. Appreciate you taking time and visiting with us. And we will talk to you soon, Coach. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Have a great week. See you.
Bye, Nick. Thanks, buddy. That's pretty. You mean it's no commercials? We'll be right back. You listen to the legendary Chad Mitchell, 104.3 ESPN Northwest. I'll be right back.
Florida. We're taking the inside drive.
Yeah, who doesn't, go out and shoot 4 straight rounds of 61, 63, 66, 63? That's the way I normally play when I'm playing Tiger Woods on the old Xbox. But it was really impressive. And Scheffler is such an underrated competitor.
Join Ryan Mulvey.
Thank you very little.
Middays 11 to 1 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, a chance of thunderstorms and sunny and a high of 77 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. A mixture of light sprinkles and mostly clear skies tonight at a gentle breeze and warm near 72. A variety of mostly sunshine and light sprinkles and 78 tomorrow. 81 and sunshine with a gentle breeze Wednesday. This is your Monday's weather brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Ellis Agency Insurance has been serving Panama City and Bay County for years. They offer a full line of affordable insurance coverage of all types. Many people are attracted to Ellis Agency Insurance because of their friendly, knowledgeable staff. Call independent agent Johnny Ellis for a true comparison of your personal or business insurance. Ellis Agency Insurance at the Old Cullen Insurance location, 1134 Harrison Avenue, across from Dandy Donuts and Deli. Call 763-1627.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more.
800-605-4650. 800-605-4650. 800-605-4650. That's 800-605-4650.
Do you know who I am?
If he was the last person on Earth,
I'm kind of a big deal.
mankind would still have a chance.
We may have to repopulate the Earth.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm very important.
Live from the J. Michaels Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the week before the storm. We got the state championship, South Walton traveling to play Monday. And then the nightcap, we got the Arnold Marlins. First time in school history, the baseball team will be playing in the Final Four to win a state championship. Let's bring Coach Jones in. Coach, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Did y'all have everybody at your family have a good Mother's Day?
A great Mother's Day. I didn't mess it up, so life was good.
I saw your interviews on TV. Hey, I got to ask you, well, no, I can't. That's because you can't respond to it. But anyway, I made a comment, and God bless them, you complain, but at least the guys get out there and try. And the reason, we need more people officiating and things like that, but I've never seen a game like that in all my years. Your kids never gave up, never quit. It looked like that Clay had it won, looked like Arnold had it won, like Clay had it won again. They never quit. They never gave up. Talk about those players you got and the great effort they gave on Tuesday night.
That was a tremendous game, as you mentioned, back and forth. Honestly, we're ahead 3-1 going into the seventh with Cooper Moss on the mound with still a few pitches left, and you feel pretty good. But you got to give Clay so much credit. That's a really, really good baseball team there. They fought, they clawed, with 2 outs. There's a line drive we couldn't quite grab, and all of a sudden the game was tied, and the next ball, there's a ball we field sometimes, but that just didn't happen that game, and kicked off with us, and they take the lead 4-3, and you feel like, I don't know how these kids are going to react. This has been a long day. We've certainly been emotional because there were some arguments, a little bit, some discussions over some calls and whatnot, but they found a way to tie it up. And then next thing you know, Clay scores again top of the first, and you start wondering how many times can these guys get back up off the mat after almost having it won. Came back and tied the game again. Once again, Clay scores in the top of the ninth, and we score one relatively early. Eli Blair with a big hit for us in the bottom of the ninth to tie the game, and then with 2 outs, Maddox Bean, it's ground ball just outside the third baseman's reach. He makes a really nice diving play, gets up and throws too late and a little bit wide, but Maddox was beating it out anyway. So we beat out an infield single there to win the game 7-6 in 9 innings and jump around and hug everybody we could find.
Yeah, I've never been to a game where there's so many up and downs, one emotion to the next. It was crazy. Like you said, both teams fought hard. You know what I was impressed with, though, honestly? With all the things that were being going on, it got loud in the stadium. People really upset with some of the calls on both sides. But the players, your players, I thought responded positively. They didn't smart off the officials. They showed a lot of class, and they win the game. So I think that's a great thing you guys have done over there, coaching them up, the parents raising them the right way, and they won a championship. You got to have character to win a championship, and those kids do.
Oh, 100%. That's I feel like that's why we are where we are. The character of these kids is tremendous. And like you said, there are times I go out there and act a fool a little bit and get in the umpire's locale, and talk to them about stuff. But the kids don't let it affect them. They see me do it once or twice, I guess. But the kids stay an even keel, and they just keep competing and keep fighting. And like you said, that's a tribute to their upbringing and just who they are as people. And I feel like you win with people as much as you win with talent, maybe more so. And I feel like we've been an example of that lately, where we're talented, don't get me wrong, but we're better people. These baseball players and students are better people than they are baseball players, and that's saying something. And it's quite a tribute to, like you said, their families and this whole environment we've had them growing up in.
Well, I tell you what, I'm proud of you guys too. You handled a lot better than I probably would have. That was, anyway, I won't get into all that right now, but let's talk about going forward. What day will you guys leave? We're going to try to raise money up. We're going to tell everybody all week, bring money to the high school, drop it off, help any way you can. It's really expensive. Same thing, we're going to try to help South Walton, Port St. Joe, all these teams. But what day do you guys leave, and kind of give us a little rundown what's going on?
Yeah, we're going to leave on Sunday. We play Monday night, so we don't have to leave, probably as early as, I'm assuming South Walton's leaving a little earlier than us. They play Monday morning. So we'll leave Sunday. It's a long drive down there. We're actually trying to find a place to stop along the way to maybe get a little workout in. FHSAA has allowed people to practice on Sunday because of the situation. So if we can find somewhere we can get off the bus and just run around a little bit and swing the bats and then get back on there to break up the long trip, then we'll try and do that. But we'll get down there at a decent time Sunday, sometime in the evening, and we'll have 24 hours to sit around and stare at the walls and wait to get our chance to play Monday night against a really good American Heritage.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Wasn't Mulberry one of the teams also?
Yes.
Yeah, I know all about them. I'll be honest with you, I was hoping you'd get them first. How did that work? What determined who got who and whatever? Because it's north, south. Talk about that for a second.
Well, they reseed it now. So when you get to the Final Four, then they reseed the last four teams. So Jesuit's the number one team in the state. Mulberry upset the number 4 team in the state, but Mulberry's, I think, number 8 or so.
Yeah.
So Jesuit gets Mulberry, and then American Heritage and Arnold have been 2 and 3 in the state basically for the last 2 months, and so it wasn't a huge surprise that they were going to reseed things, that we were going to see American Heritage, because we've been right next to them all year in the poll.
What do you know about them? I know one thing, they're loaded with talent. I know that. But give us a little rundown. What do you think you'll see, a lefty or righty? What do you think you're going to see in that first game against them?
Well, it's hard to tell, but you mentioned they're very talented. They were in the 5A state championship game last year against Jesuit. So actually all the other 3 teams in the Final Four were at Fort Myers in the Final Four last year. We're the only newbies this year. But American Heritage is super talented. They have a lefty who seems to throw a lot of their first games in the playoffs. He's more of a mid-80s guy with a great changeup and can really pitch. And they have 2 Division I arms also. One's going to North Carolina. He's 90 with a breaking ball. And another one is going to the University of Miami. He's 93 with a breaking ball. So they're certainly not without options. We'll prepare for all of them, because we're going to have to. We got a week to do this, and there's going to be another game after that, hopefully, if we can win this one. So we'll prepare for the different looks that they give us and see what we can do offensively there. But they can swing the bats. They run well. They have good team speed, steal some bases, run the bases really well. It's a very solid all-around team. It's a really good team we got a chance to play against, and we'll see how we do.
And this was a one and done. This is not, we've gone this best of 3. Now it's one and done. When will the state if we take care of business, when will the state championship game be played? Tuesday?
Yeah, it'll be the next day. The next night at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if we get a chance, we play Monday 6 o'clock our time, and if we win that one, we play again Tuesday 6 o'clock our time, and that would be the state championship game. Now,
the other game will be played before you guys, I guess?
Yes, they're playing at 4 o'clock on Monday Eastern.
All right, Coach, man, I tell you what, proud of you guys. You guys have done an incredible job this year. School's never done this before in school. 25 years, have never got this far, the Final Four. And that alone, I know Mulberry is a public school. I know all about them. So You got 2 left, and the other 2 teams, quite honestly, I'll be honest with you, they're all-star teams. They got players from everywhere. They've always done that. I just, we've talked about it, we complain about it, but I don't think anything will ever happen. I just wish we had a public school division and a private school division. And I think that'd be the fair way to do it, but in this state, it will probably never happen because most of those kids, politician kids, do go to private schools down in Central and South Florida, so I don't think that will ever happen. But what a year. Anything you want to say before we let you go? Any way we can help you guys out?
Well, we love any help we can get because it does cost a few bucks to get down there, but mostly really just really proud of our kids and what we've done, and incredibly proud of our fans, and thankful for our fans and families and everybody who showed up. We have tremendous fans all the time at home, and we certainly did on Tuesday, and I feel like that really helped us carry through also. And so just really appreciative to be where we are. We'll see how we do, but we're going to go down there and give it everything we got.
Yeah, I got a message. This is for Glenn Manley. Just to let him know, Arnold is the only Bay County school still playing. That Glenn, somebody told me to read that to Glenn Manley. That's a little. Usually it's
Usually it's a dig.
Yeah. Anyway.
Glenn Manley. Yeah.
Anyway, hey, listen, man, proud of you. We're going to definitely have people try to bring money up by the school and go get us a state championship. I know y'all guys are going to do your best. What a year! Great job, Coach. We appreciate you, and we're going to call you Monday morning now.
All right, you're going to wake me up a little earlier, but all right. I'll be there.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
Coach Jones, I tell you what, incredible. Now, Brian Norman, tell you, he's the secret behind everything over there, but, Brian Norman, great man, great coach. But what a year, Chad. 25 years it's taken to get where we're at right now.
Yeah.
It's 25 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable. Now, listen, if you want to help out, we certainly, if you live in Bay County or you live in Panama City Beach, we don't care if it's $5. If we have enough people go up to Arnold High School, knock on the door, they'll let you in and say, this is for Arnold baseball. You can make the check out to Arnold High School baseball program, or just bring them cash. They'll make sure the money gets to them. Please do so. It's truly, really big-time expensive going down there. The charter buses cost a fortune. Foods now costing a fortune. Hotel rooms, and hopefully they'll be staying there a lot longer than they think. So if you can give money, and they deserve it. These kids on Panama City Beach have never done this before. They've worked so hard. A lot of them played at Moss, Eli, all those kids, they've been playing 4 years varsity baseball. They deserve it. Let's help them out as much as we possibly can. We should be able to pay for everything, just going up there and handing money off to the school. Please do give what you can. Go by Arnold High School. Same thing with South Walton. What a crowd they had the last couple of games has been unbelievable. Go by there, give them some money. Help them out any way you can. I'll even say things, Port St. Joe, they're going down there. Holmes County, go help these schools out. These kids have worked extremely hard. The coaches have put all the time in. The players have put all this time in. Let's go help them any way we can. And again, it can be $5, even up to $100 or up to $1,000. Wildcats like up to $1,000. Also, Ryan Mulvey's in his fight. GoFundMe. Go search in and type in Ryan and his fight. If you'd like to bring a check by the studio, write a check out to Ryan Mulvey. We'll not take any cash. Write a check out to Ryan Mulvey. Put it in our box out front. Randy, make sure he'll get it. GoFundMe does get a cut of that. If you're going to get up with me and give me a check, like a lot of people have, we'll make sure he gets the money. And he definitely needs your help also. Wildcat, we love you. We want you to pray for Wildcat. He's going through a difficult situation also. So we ask you to keep him in your thoughts and prayers. And we're going to probably do something to both of them pretty soon. Now, if you wanted some great restaurants, it's Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Pat Perno's the city commissioner over there, does an incredible job. And when you're out that way, Wildcat, let's go see Russ and Amber, and let's go look at some jewelry.
Boy, now is the time because they're getting ready to clear out. They got their spring inventory in. They're offering free jewelry cleaning and inspection, and then they're going to get rid of all of their Mother's Day merchandise that they didn't sell. So they're going to knock down prices for the summertime. And they're doing it right now, even as we speak. David Adamson, Designer Jewelry, Highway 77, Lynn Haven.
This weather is nuts. Do you hear me? Tornadoes in Holmes County, rain, flooding, the high days like 70-something. You know, by the end of the week, parts of the Panhandle going to be in the 90s. That's the reason you got to have Stevenson air conditioning. And we don't care what time, day or night. If it breaks down, you call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They'll be there. They'll take care of you. Get it serviced twice a year. It's going to make your unit run longer. It's going to make you save money in your power bill every single month. And do what Chad and I have done. When you get old enough, get rid of it. Go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. It's going to be the best decision you ever made. Let's make sure we're going with Locals. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. Locals, taking care of locals. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Not even close. Just like the legendary and truly the legendary Jay Michaels. The man, his life story is incredible. His restaurant. Join us today at Jay Michaels. Red beans and rice is a special today. The best seafood, the coldest beer, the legendary Jay Michaels. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Speaking of legend, I got Dr. Chad Mitchell with us right now. The owner, the developer of Robot MD. As far as you know. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida, the afternoon underdog.
And he's trying to make a play on the ball and ends up breaking his arm. And according to Adam Goff, I mean, I didn't watch the video very many times because when people's bones break, I'm like, I mean, I watched this. I was watching Facebook the other day, and this dude jumped from a dock that was way high onto a boat. Boom. Tibia and the fibia just snapped.
4 to 6 weekdays. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Take your next adventure in an award-winning Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Discover the new Kia. We invite you to stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive the new 2025 Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. The 2025 Kia SUV family has movement that inspires. Drive away today in a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorento, or Telluride. Fuel the thrill and command the road in the luxury of a 2025 Kia K5 sedan from Bill Bird Kia. Performance, power, and design built for you. Spark inspiration in the all-electric 2025 EV9. It's a modern masterpiece, fast charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original home for the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Your local community dealer is Bill Bird Kia.
That boot store can help you dress in style, from casual Western wear for a night out with family and friends to a special meeting that requires a fashion touch with Western flair. From boots to hats, belts to shirts to jeans and a lot more for the smallest of the largest in name brand Western attire, including Carhartt work clothes. Shop that boot store for the whole family. Open Tuesday through Thursday 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday 9 to 5:30. Next to Bill Bird Kia, 15th Street, Panama City, where God is good all the time.
Reach out and call and just say hi. Give them a call. Phone lines are open. 850-215-6290. The Coach James Hale Show is taking your calls live and local from the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State. Woo! FSU Update is brought by Newbies. Yeah, Newbies have a great time. Love John and Charlotte. Always taking care of the community. Let's make sure we take care of them. The new one over in St. Andrews, Blue facility is absolutely gorgeous. Go out there and sit outside by the fireplace. You can do anything you want and have a great time at any of the 4 Newbies. But Newbies 2 on the curve. This is where you want to watch all these 14 SEC teams in the NCAA softball World Series tournament. God, we had 14. That means one team was left out. You realize that, Chad? Because Vandy didn't have a softball team. 14 out of 15 made it. Unbelievable. SEC just means more. And it means more to watch it at Newbies. Get on the mothership, have a great time. The best entertainment in the Southeast every Friday and Saturday night, because Miss Charlotte's going to make sure you get what you want. And that's the best. Before we get into Chad Mitchell's FSU update, let's bring on this legendary voice. Let's bring it on right now. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. It's good to hear your voice. Good morning, Dr. Mitchell. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Mike.
Prayers are with everybody.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. I thank God for my mother. She's dead. She's been dead a minute, but she was my first coach, and that was yesterday. Let's talk about the future here from ACC country. I want to talk about something that's been on a lot of people's minds, taking up a lot of time. I want everybody to leave Jordan Hudson alone. I'll go back to my Tennessee roots, my trailer park roots. Leave Jordan alone.
Okay.
Are you with me on that?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why are they picking on it?
Why are they picking on it? What do you do?
There's got to be a reason.
I don't know why. I mean, to me, here's the thing. Until I see evidence otherwise, and I'm looking for it, she's a virgin, okay? She's going to wear white at the wedding, and I'm happy for the old geezer. I know. Hey, this is I shouldn't use the wrong name. I got a Vanty Dose Mexican woman in here in my apartment right now. I ain't lying, but she didn't want to open the beer for me. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm bragging. You think I'm joking? Hey, what do you want to call you? Oh, we won't go there. She doesn't want to be on national television or radio or whatever this is. Anyway,
We're both.
How about them softball girls?
Yes, sir, baby. How about the SEC? How about the SEC softball?
And this is the FSU update, brother. That's why I called you from ACC country. Come on, get off of it.
Okay. You're right.
He's still.
Hey, Chad.
Go ahead.
May I call doctor? May I speak to the doctor?
Yeah, you can call me Chad. It's okay.
Okay. I got 2 knee surgery things. Of course, neither one of them are your patients because they live hundreds and hundreds of miles from me. So this buddy of mine I play high school football with, I've reconnected with him and talking to him. I didn't mean to make it about me, but he tells me, well, I'm getting my knee replaced. I'm like, oh, be sure you work out hard and everything. I'm like pumping him up, because he and I played. We didn't even just play high school football. We played back when Manly was a pup, and that's a long time ago. And we played little league football together, whatever you want to call it. So I said, man, be sure you work out hard. He goes, Mike, he said, it's my second one. I'm like, oh, okay, Anyway, but he would have come to see you, Doc, but he worked at Vanderbilt, which they don't have a softball team, and they don't have a football team, but they got a lot of doctors up there.
Yes, they do.
So, what I got to say to y'all? What do you think I want to say?
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Anchor down.
Hey, let me ask you a question about James Brown. We love music. What was your favorite gum?
What now?
What was James Brown's favorite gum? Chewing gum. I'm sure yours is Big Red because of the Roll Tide thing.
I don't know.
Juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit, yeah.
There you go, Doc. Go on.
Juicy fruit. There you go. I knew that.
Oh, Lord.
I think that was a joke.
Did he hang up?
I know I hung up on him.
He's trying to make me. That's my idol. He's trying to tell me he was not. He was
Have
not.
You looked
he
him
was
up?
straight. He was straight.
Have you looked him up?
Yes, I have. He's straight. You listen to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, your Atlanta Braves. But right now, we're going to turn our attention to the Florida State Seminoles. Chad, what do you got for us today?
Go Noles. We're going to talk about baseball and softball here.
Good.
So the baseball team, who's number 2 in the nation, they win 2 of 3 at Cal. Here, I'm pulling up the scores here. They beat them 8-2 on Friday. They lose 5-0 on Saturday, but then come back and win 5-1. And next up is North Carolina. And Carolina
North Carolina's pretty good.
Is ranked number 4.
Yeah.
And this is a weekend series that starts Thursday, May 15th in Tallahassee at 7 p.m. Eastern. And everybody that's wondering when the ACC tournament's going to start for baseball, it starts May 20th. So you've got the 36-11 Seminoles taking on, or they're at home versus North Carolina starting Thursday. Moving on to softball. The softball team beats Georgia Tech on Thursday and then number 20 Duke on Friday, but loses the championship game to Clemson Saturday 2-1. This was in the ACC tournament for softball. And so number 8 Florida State is waiting for the NCAA tournament. They're going to be the number 5 seed, and that starts Friday, May 16th. And they've got Robert Morris University that they're playing first. The Lady Seminoles overall record's 46-9. So we look for good things happening with Florida State baseball and Florida State softball.
And we're getting closer and closer to Alabama, Florida State, and Tallahassee. Cannot wait to that football game.
Me either. That's going to be a great one.
Paul Christos said that we could have his tickets if he didn't go, which I told Julie, don't get too excited. I'm pretty sure Paul will go. He just had a birthday, too. Happy birthday, Paul. Happy birthday. I think he's 50. 45 or something like that. You're talking about softball, man. The SEC, again, I don't know how many teams made it from the ACC, but the SEC, every team made it but one. Alabama Crimson Tide. Go ahead and talk about this. Their softball team will be playing in Tuscaloosa. And who would they be playing? Where did I write it? Give me a second to find it. But anyway, Bama softball team, 20 straight years they've made the tournament, which is in a row, which is incredible. They got a shot. They're not as good as they've been in the past, so I'm not that excited. But hopefully they can do something special. But you know what, Chad? If they do win this thing, their region, which they probably will. I'm going to go be positive and say they do. This is what's going to happen. Alabama's record's 37-21. They're going to play Jackson State, which is 28-23. So I think they'll win that one. They'll get the winner of the Virginia Tech Belmont. Belmont's 40-14. Virginia Tech's got a good ball club. They're 41-11. So they'll play the winner of those two will play. And whoever gets the opportunity to go forward, it's going to be probably short-lived. You know where they're going to go this 15th seed, where they're going to go out of Tuscaloosa? They go to Norman, Oklahoma. And you know who's going to be there. I'll go ahead and put it in, write it in. Oklahoma's going to win theirs.
It's a chance for greatness.
There you go.
To play the good ones.
Yeah, absolutely. That's, you know what? That attitude you have, that's why you're where you're at right now. You're always positive.
On the Coach James Hale show. That's where that attitude got
here. He learned that here. He learned that right here.
I love it.
And on the sideline. When he used to ask me, why'd you call that play? I turned around and says, look, if I knew it wasn't going to work, I wouldn't have called that play. Okay?
I told you he had a broken foot.
Anyway, get out to Newbies, have a great time. That phone call from Mike was just incredible. Unbelievable. I think it's one of his better ones, as far as you know. But right now, let's talk about some of our wonderful people. We got so many, man. I tell you what, I can't say enough good things about Steve's Bike Shop. You're looking for those electrical bikes. They got a huge selection of electrical bikes. Got the old-fashioned bikes. If something breaks down on either one of the type you have, you take it to Steve's Bike Shop, right across the street from Sam's on 23rd Street. They've been serving Bay County since 1979. They can fix any bike. You know, they got deals going on, used,
those fancy bicycles, sometimes the derailers are very, very hard to find, but they have them there at Steve's Bicycle Shop on 23rd Street.
Derailers. Yes,
Those are the things that shift the gears, blah, blah, blah.
And I tell you what, the local 115, they do a great. Kyle Vandergriff and his crew do an incredible job. It is the Bay County Hall of Fame. We don't have one, so they decide to have one for us. They've got so many pictures, so many coaches, cheerleaders, band members, roster from 1966 Bay High School. If you played sports, I guarantee your picture's probably in there. Somebody you know at your school will be in there. It's unbelievable. The local 115. The crab cakes are the best you'll get anywhere. Oyster's outstanding, but the gumbo's delicious. Go check it out. Try out the draft beer, the Tommy Oliver. Really good. It's downtown Panama City. Local 115 on Harrison Avenue. We think you'll absolutely love it. Just like Chad Mitchell. What's the best way to get up with you, Chad?
Call Orthopedic Associates at 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
Look him up. He is incredible. He's the best at what he does. And if we have time today, we got to talk about this new procedures that are going on and medical. Everything is going through the roof right now. But I know we're running late. You give me that look. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. When we get back, we got some Gator news. I'm not talking about the Florida Gators. I'm talking about Lake Will's. Gator.
Oh, no.
The Gator that got the canoe that Chad told me about. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Atlanta Braves are back.
Here comes the throw. It's late. Braves win.
And ESPN Northwest Florida is your exclusive radio home for Braves country.
He just wrecked that thing. Straight away center, a homer for Riley.
Sales, Strider, Acuna, Ozzie, Riley, Profar, and Coach Snitker lead a stellar lineup. Listen live nights and weekends on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, a chance of thunderstorms and sunny and a high of 77 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. A mixture of light sprinkles and mostly clear skies tonight, a gentle breeze and warm near 72. A variety of mostly sunshine and light sprinkles, and 78 tomorrow. 81 and sunshine with a gentle breeze Wednesday. This is your Monday's weather brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting is a fifth-generation contracting company based right here out of Bay County. TK Vandy's expertise in commercial and residential roofing, as well as a design, build general contractor, set them aside as a versatile and fresh alternative to achieve your construction needs. Contact TK Vandy Roofing, 850-866-9908, or email support@tkvandy.com. They can't wait to help you.
Are you thinking of doing a fundraiser? Well, Krispy Kreme Donuts next to HCA Hospital, 23rd Street, Panama City, and on the Ross Clark Circle in Dothan says, let's raise some dough. Earn up to 50% profit with a Krispy Kreme fundraiser in-shop or online. So let's raise some dough. At Krispy Kreme Donuts next to HCA Hospital, 23rd Street, Panama City, and on the Ross Clark Circle in Dothan.
Don't know what his problem is. But it's probably hard to pronounce and untreatable.
That don't feel so good.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Go Gators! Florida Gator Updates brought to you by Dr. Chad Mitchell. He will be doing his best he possibly can, but we're going to drop it for just a second, talk a couple other things before we get into the Gators. Number one, I want you to, if you love Mexican food, there's only one place to go. That's El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, right across the street from the Navy base. Their happy hour is the best anywhere. Buy one, get one free. House wine, draft beer, small margarita. Go check it out. Great place to have birthday parties, and on Thursday night, the best place to go listen to great music. I tell you what, when Chad gets in there and sings, it's nothing like it. Elvis and Chad Mitchell.
Voice.
He got a great
stage presence.
Power. He just draws you in. It was amazing. Now, they have a second location. It's on Front Beach Road. 10908 is the address. Park in the back. Where a lot of tourists are going down there, right by all the condos. Great place to go. Another wonderful, fine establishment. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. We tell you women all the time to check two things, breast cancer and also skin cancer. Skin cancer can be deadly. 1 in 5 develop it. 5 minutes can save your life. There's offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. If you're listening right now, Dr. Ward has an office near you. Make sure you go see him. Do not put it off. Skin cancer. Stay out of tanning beds for sure. You can listen to Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Now, getting into Gators, we're not talking about the Florida Gators right now. We're talking the big Gator that got the canoe. This happened in Polk County near Lake Wales. Chad actually told me about it, and I did some research, and he was correct. Matter of fact, I believe there was 2 people in the canoe. They hit the canoe. They went over the top of a gator. This gator measured 11 foot 2 inches. That's a big gator. And they told the weight, and I forgot to write it down. But anyway, he's the one that got her. Evidently, the husband tried to help to no avail. When the gator starts eating, just better to let him finish. It's just better. It's just better. No, that's not funny. That's sad. But anyway, she did die. This was crazy. Within 1 week, the 89-year-old man walking his dog was killed by a black bear. It was weighed over 250 pounds. They killed 3, and they finally got the DNA on one of them that did kill it.
Yeah, they found the man's partial remains in one of the bears.
And it was incredible.
Nature's fighting
They killed the man. And later, I think it was like an hour later, the dog's out in the front yard he was walking the dog, and he's on a chain. The bear comes up there and kills the dog in front of the family. And the people not own guns. If somebody's out there trying to kill a dog, I think I'm going to go shoot the bear.
You're not allowed to shoot a bear.
I would shoot. I'd get in trouble because I would definitely shoot him.
You're allowed to protect your property and your life for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you want to do everything possible not to shoot one if you can, but I mean, if it's killed somebody and it's trying to kill your dog,
kill it. Go ahead, kill it.
It's a nuisance. They're going to come kill it anyway.
If I'm getting attacked, he'd be going, I can't kill it because I get in trouble. That's what he exactly would tell me as I was being eaten alive.
I really wanted to help, but
But you know what? Everybody's taking over their land. There's not enough food. That's the reason gators, they're everywhere. And really, the food supply.
Storms come in and they displace a lot of these animals.
They get nervous during electrical storms.
I mean, if you can scare one of them off, that's the
Yeah, I'll let you. I will let you do that.
Yeah. Well,
what do you get on the Florida Gators today?
Well, first we can't talk about the Florida Gators without thinking about football and what's in the news right now. And who's in the news is the new recruit, if you will. He signed with Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Desmond Watson, who checks in as officially the heaviest NFL player in history.
Unbelievable.
Now, he is 6'6". He weighed in at like 464 pounds at Florida's Pro Day. He was told, you got to lose some weight. And rumor has it he's lost about 27, 28 pounds. But they've got, listen, they've got.
Can you tell?
What's interesting is he's a big boy, and he's going to plug up.
He can run, too, pretty good.
And I forget the player who's beside him because I'm just not as familiar with the.
Who got him?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay.
So, anyway, so it's Desmond Watson. And you watch some of his agility drills. The boy's got some quick legs.
Yeah.
Absolutely does.
Yeah.
And he's gonna plug up the line here and there. I can see where they put him in on special situations.
How can you move somebody that big?
Listen, you know who I would put him in on? I would put him nose guard when the Eagles are trying to go for 1 yard and that quarterback sneak.
Get a 4-point stand. dive at the feet of the center.
You know how to. It's easy to coach that guy, right? On a goal line situation. Wow. Try to stop Jalen Hurts from doing his.
That's a mountain.
Typical
6'6", 464.
I don't know.
He is
I want to play the song.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So now he didn't get drafted, but he signed with the Buccaneers. So.
Oh, I hope he makes it.
Do we have time? I'm assuming we have time to do
for you. We do
baseball and softball here.
Yeah, get into baseball.
Yeah, let's do baseball. So, Florida loses to South Florida earlier last week, but then comes in, plays number 1 Texas at Texas, and wins 2 of 3. In that series. So on let's see, what day is Friday? They win 8-2. They beat Texas. Saturday they lose 5-2, but then Sunday they come back and win 4-1
over the Texas Longhorns.
Over the Texas Longhorns. So they've been Florida's been a little erratic. There's times where they shine and look so good, and then times where they used to lose to. USF, South Florida.
Right.
So now they've got the Alabama Crimson Tide coming up, who's ranked number 23.
And South Walton will be at the game Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. We heard Nick talk about that earlier. So, and that's in Gainesville, of course. And so that's May 15th.
Which is Florida's last home series this season.
Yeah, before tournament play starts. And anyway, that's the Florida baseball. Going to softball, the Gators softball team lost to Ole Miss to exit the SEC tournament. That was kind of sad news. But what they've got coming up next is Mercer in the NCAA regional game, and that is May 16th at 4:30 p.m.
In Gainesville.
And the Gators are the number 3 seed in that tournament. So good luck to the Lady Gators.
There you go. I tell you what, baseball may be getting hot at the right time of the year. The beat Texas. Wasn't that game was at Texas?
At
too?
Texas beat them 2 of 3.
Yeah, maybe.
And Texas is a great team. So and that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're kind of a little fickle here. They can't decide what they want to do.
The bottom line, you got to get hot at the right time of the year.
Yeah.
You want to get hot, and you want to get
end of the year.
You want to get to Omaha, man.
Yeah.
You got to get to Omaha.
Yeah.
So we'll have a lot of baseball. Imagine, look what's happening to softball. Imagine how many in baseball are going to be seated high. It's going to be crazy. All right, let's talk about some of our other great things that are going on. I'll jump into this just a second and we get moving forward. But wow, talking about baseball, basketball, and football. Who is Georgia's daddy? Is it the Florida Gators? Did they beat them in football? Did Florida beat Georgia in football?
No.
Did Florida beat them in basketball? Did Florida beat Georgia in basketball?
Absolutely, they did.
Well, I think once. Did they beat them in baseball? You got to go back and
I can't remember. I have to go back and look.
You got to go back and look. Well, I tell you who is Georgia's daddy. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Oh, here we go.
It's the Alabama Crimson Tide. In football, Alabama destroyed Georgia when Georgia's ranked number 1 in the country. In basketball, Alabama 90, Georgia 69. And this week in baseball, matter of fact, we'll tell you when we get right back. But right now, let's talk about some of our great sponsors like, I can't say enough good things about Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Jason Kovaleski is one of the most intelligent guys I know. He's right up there with Chad Mitchell. He can do anything. Chad, you and Jason are just incredible. You want to look better, feel better, you go visit Jason Kovaleski. They let you try it before you buy it. 2 great locations, 23rd Street, Pier Park. If you're having a hard time sleeping, they can take care of that with natural resources. If you're having a hard time gaining weight, they can help you that. You want to lose weight, Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Gain muscle max. Muscle.
Don't forget those achy bones.
Muscle Max. There's
Muscle
nothing wrong with
Max.
that.
Max, that's right. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. And listen to Jason every Tuesday and Friday. Guy does an incredible job. He truly does. Also, it was one that I want to get in. Local 115. I already talked about that, but one thing I've not talked about is Kyle Vandergriff and his roofing company. His general contracting company is incredible. It's called TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They design, they build commercial, residential. They can do it all. The guy is incredible. But if you're looking for a roof, there's only one place to get a roof. That's Vandy Roofing. Kyle Vandergriff, they'll come out. They'll tell you exactly what you need, and they're not going to take every penny you got. They do a great job. They do an incredible work. That's Vandy Roofing, General Contracting. We'll be right back. 104.3. What you've been waiting for, the Alabama Crimson Tide update. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, the home of the Atlanta Braves. Also of Dr. Chad Mitchell.
Game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Live play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, a chance of thunderstorms and sunny and a high of 77 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. A mixture of light sprinkles and mostly clear skies tonight, a gentle breeze and warm near 72. A variety of mostly sunshine and light sprinkles and 78 tomorrow. 81 and sunshine with a gentle breeze Wednesday. This is your Monday's weather brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
If you spend any time at all in your yard, you're going to encounter fire ants.
We know they can ruin a party. That's why we're this area's experts at fire ant elimination.
As your certified top choice professional, we will rid your yard of these unwanted invaders. Brock Pest is so sure they will get rid of fire ants that they offer a 1-year guarantee.
Enjoy your yard fire ant free. We guarantee it. Give us a call for your free consultation.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control. Our family protecting yours since 1968.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
And that's out of the ballpark.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
When you bring your vehicle to Panama City Toyota for repairs or maintenance, you'll get the warmest welcome around.
That's because we see service differently.
It's not only an expert team that can help with everything, from simple adjustments to a new set of tires. It's also a team that values your time, so we make your experience as quick and comfortable as possible. Because we're committed to service that goes beyond. Only at Panama City Toyota.
From the Vortex Springs to the Bear Paw Canoe Trail. From Shell Island to 30A. We're your home for live sports. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Roll Alabama update. We're talking to Chad and excuse me, give me 1 second, please.
We're going to get rid of coaches now. We're going to bring AI in and let them coach up players. That's what we're telling Coach Hale. We're working him up here.
Yeah. Hey, you can have all the plays you selected, all offense, defense. Players make plays. It's the players.
It's true.
Yes, players make plays. One of the crazy things, years ago when we lived in Birmingham, I got to talk to Jeff
God's
Gordon.
country.
I got to talk to Jeff Gordon. I don't know if you remember, NASCAR used to have a simulator store. Yeah. And they put them all up over the country. Well, he was there, and it was a brief conversation, but one of the things he was talking about to the crowd was how they practice for tracks.
Say it again?
How they practiced for the tracks that they were racing. And this is back in, this is back around 2000.
Yeah, everybody thinks they're sitting around doing nothing all
They were
week.
doing it on simulators.
Yes, of course they were.
And he was talking about how close the simulators were to the actual thing. I mean, you don't get the actual feel for the speed, but you're visually seeing it.
Yeah.
Right. I have been on one of those simulators. They are wicked. You feel the bumps. You feel the inertia.
The turns. Yeah.
The G's that are pressing up against you. It's the wind, everything.
Where I was going with that, though, with the correlation is we're talking about video games and how kids are learning offenses and defenses and players as they progress through high school and college. This is not new technology or new theories. I know for a fact Florida State has a room that is a virtual room that the quarterbacks go into, and they can see the players almost in real time, in real life. So if Florida State has it, Alabama, Auburn, every SEC school.
No, LSU used that for their who was the quarterback that was their last great player? I'm blanking on his name.
Oh, Daniels,
Jaden Daniels. Yeah, Jaden Daniels. He was doing a lot of that preseason, reading coverages, picking who the quick throw is going to be to, doing all that kind of stuff. There was actually a little documentary on that. But yeah, Daniels, that's what he
One
used.
of the cool things with that, when we get to the Alabama update, but one of the cool things with that is everybody knows about film room. Coach used to do film room. You're sitting there and you're looking at a screen and trying to pick apart a defense. Now they put on a helmet. They have the speakers in the ears from somebody that's not in the room, and you're in a room like we are, and it's 360 around you. You can see the crowd, you see the players, people on the sidelines, and it's a real experience as the person sitting there, as a quarterback, a running back, and you have to move in that room to what you're seeing. So, it's very interesting how stuff is trained.
Technology's crazy.
Did you see the TGL this year for golf?
No, I didn't.
That was it was the Tiger Woods League. They did it in Orlando in a building. They played virtual courses. They had a green that moved. It was interesting.
So, I guess the reason all this has come up is because we were talking about artificial intelligence and just how it impacts sports. And
what we're talking about was Georgia and Alabama before you two got off on this.
Well, you paused, and so we took over.
My son, I never beat him.
It is becoming the Chad and Pat show, right?
I could not beat him that game.
Yeah.
College game or the pro. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He just...
Well,
because you can play that doesn't mean you can coach.
No. Players make plays. He was a
computer.
He had a lot faster moves than you did, and that's why he was beating you. It's true. There's some truth to it.
These old fingers don't work. These old fingers don't work as fast.
Exactly. They don't work as fast, and you play it long enough, you get good at it.
All right, you were talking about Georgia and Alabama, but baseball, man, we killed them in football, we killed them in basketball, and that's Georgia got a good little baseball club. They've done a good job this year, but Bama beats them. They take the series. The game Friday on May 9th, Georgia put it on Bama. Number 6 ranked Georgia 19, number 23 ranked Alabama 3.
Georgia's got a good baseball team.
But then on Saturday, Georgia scored 3 points. Alabama put 9 on them, so they get it done. They had to play. That game was postponed. They played both these games on Sunday. Alabama wins the second one, 5-4. Bama sweeps Georgia. Great job by the Crimson Tide, getting hot at the right time. And then they're going to go on the road and play Florida on Thursday, May 15th. Then they play Friday the 16th at Florida. And then Saturday, which we all know now, South Walton will be at the game. Hope they recognize South Walton baseball team as they take their flight down to Fort Myers to play in the state championship series. All right, Alabama Crimson Tide, they came out with this college football Kings top 25. Totally different. Do not like these rankings at all, but this could, hell, who knows? Number 1, they got the Texas Longhorns. Number 2, they have Clemson. Number 3, Penn State. Number 4, which I think this is going to be a disappointing to Buckeyes. They got number 4, the Ohio State Buckeyes. At number 5, Notre Dame. Number 6 is Oregon. Number 7 is the Georgia Bulldogs. Number 8, Miami. Number 9, LSU. Number 10, Florida. Number 11, SMU. Number 12, Michigan. No Alabama. No Bama in the top 12. That means no playoffs. Number 13, Arizona State. 14th, Texas Tech. 15th is Louisville. 16th, Alabama Crimson Tide. They got Alabama ranked 16th. That happens, DeBoer will be in the hot seat for sure. 17th, Georgia Tech. 18th, Illinois. 19th, Kansas State. 20, BYU. 21, South Carolina. 22 is Oklahoma. 23, Iowa State. 24, Syracuse. Ole Miss is 25. If Bama ranks 16th, after last year's performance, things will get hot in Tuscaloosa. I hope this is wrong.
Here's what I'm hearing off of that.
You're hoping it's wrong.
Here's what I'm hearing off of that. Whoever has that poll does not like the SEC.
I agree.
Because you got South Carolina in there, which they're going to be decent, but there's no mention of Florida.
No, Texas A&M.
There's a lot of Auburn. I don't think you said Tennessee.
I didn't even hear LSU.
I mean,
they did say Florida. Florida's 10th. They did say LSU. I'm sorry. So they did. I apologize. I'm looking.
I think you skipped over Florida.
Yeah, Florida was 10th. SMU was 11th, and Michigan was 12th. So the Florida, I do think the Gators are back. I do think LSU's going to be good. But if Bama's 16th, you know how they are up there in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, they're not happy.
They ain't going to be happy with that.
No, not happy with that.
Oh, man. If you're wondering about this, I'll give you some more information on that mighty Crimson Tide of Alabama. They did the research, and they came up with the teams when they ranked number 1 in the country. How did they perform? Some did well, some didn't do as well. A lot of teams had been ranked number 1 a whole lot in the history of college football. Auburn, when they were ranked number 1, and I think I'm going to go look this up because I don't agree. I don't think this is right. The times Auburn was, I know they did upset the number 1 team quite. Okay, they weren't ranked number 1 at the time, but Auburn was 4-2 when they were ranked number 1 in the country. The number 1 team with the best record, ranked number 1 in the country, is number of wins is incredible, is the Alabama Crimson Tide, thanks to Paul Bear Bryant and Nick Saban. And Gene Stallings and back in the 20s and 30s also. But Alabama has 107 wins and only 16 losses when they're ranked number 1. Number 2 is the Ohio State Buckeyes. They have 75 wins and 12 losses and 1 tied when they're ranked number 1 in the country. Do you know who number 3 is?
USC.
Good pick. You know who number 3 is?
No, I don't.
Number 3, great. No, that's number 4, but that's a great pick. Number 3 is Oklahoma. It's the big boys. Oklahoma, 74 times they've been ranked number 1. They've won, when they've been ranked number 1, they've won 74 and only lost 8. That's incredible. Number 4, USC Trojans. When they're ranked number 1, they've won 68 times. They've only lost 6, and they've tied 2. Do you know who number 5 is? One of the biggest names?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Good job. Notre Dame, 63 times they've won. They've only lost 13, and they've tied 2. Number 6, they're close by. Bobby Bowden did a great job when they were ranked number 1. When FSU, so they're in the top 6. FSU, when they're ranked number 1, they've won 50. They only lost 5. Number 6 in the country, number 7 in the country is They were in the Big Eight.
Penn State.
They were in the Big Eight.
Nebraska.
Big Ten. No, good job. Boy, Patrick's awesome. Nebraska. Come on, Chad. Nebraska, 46.
I know I'm never
Chad's
gonna
giving
get
me
it.
the answers.
46 times they won. They lost 7 and tied 1. Number 8, Florida State hates them. Florida hates them.
Oh, Florida hates them. Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
Miami, when ranked number 1, 42 wins, only 6 losses. This is a newcomer. Since Kirby's been there, they've done a good job. Georgia comes at number 8. When they're ranked number 1, they've won 41 times. They've lost 4. Number 9 they had been ranked number 1 as much as I thought. I was surprised at this one. The Texas Longhorns, 33 times they've won. They've lost 8. They've tied 3. Out of the SEC at number 10, who is it?
Tennessee.
The last 3 coaches won national championship. The one there now has not.
Oh, LSU.
LSU. When they're ranked number 1, 30 wins, only 4 losses.
Wow.
You mentioned them before. They've had some. When he got there, he changed the SEC. Who's number 11? His offenses were incredible.
That's Florida.
Florida Gators, Steve Spurrier
You're
and Urban. 26 wins, 6 losses. And number 12, I did this because it's top 12, and there's more, but who is it? They won a national championship recently, and we have one guy that calls in here all the time that loves them.
We stopped that poll at 11, though.
We should have. Who is it?
Tennessee?
No. Who calls?
It's the blue state.
Oh, my gosh. Must be Michigan.
The people's caller, Michigan Eddie. Michigan.
You don't call all the time anymore.
When they're ranked number 1, they've won 24 games, and they lost 5. So, but isn't it incredible? Alabama, how many times they've been ranked number 1, them in Ohio State?
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right, Alabama Update's been brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. We don't care if it's hot. We don't care if it's cold. We go with Stevenson, so we go for the gold. They do an incredible job. Locals taking care of locals throughout Northwest Florida. Give them a call. They'll come out and do incredible work for you. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number 1. Patrick, what's the best way to get up to you?
On Facebook at Turf Pro PC, or you can look us up on our website at turfpropc.com. We also have a local number, 850-890-5820. We are local, not national. Call your local companies.
And if you want your yard to look beautiful, they can make it. They come out, they get a game plan together, they execute it like no other. Your yard will look absolutely beautiful. Go look at mine, then go look at somebody else's in this room. You'll know what I'm talking about. Chad, what's the best way to get up with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates at 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
robotmd.com. Unbelievable. And you can listen to Atlanta Braves right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back. We got the Auburn Tigers, brought to you by Pat Perno and Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest. We got Patrick. We got the legend, the one and only, Dr. Chad Eugene Mitchell. We'll be right back.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, a chance of thunderstorms and sunny and a high of 77 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. A mixture of light sprinkles and mostly clear skies tonight at a gentle breeze and warm near 72. A variety of mostly sunshine and light sprinkles and 78 tomorrow. 81 and sunshine with a gentle breeze Wednesday. This is your Monday's weather brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Dothan and Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
If you got more A's on your truck than you did in high school, you might be a Bama fan. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna, all you Tigers throughout the Panhandle of Florida, and there's a lot of you. There's no doubt about that. Apparently, the Auburn Tigers. I'm trying to think how. No, I won't go there. Auburn update. Let's get into it right now. Get out to Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. You want a great meal. Not only that, not only the food's incredible, but it's the way they treat you. They never have a bad time. You're never going to have a bad experience there. They're always going to smile on their face. They treat you like family. Love them down there. Pat does a great job as the city commissioner of Lynn Haven, but his restaurant's incredible. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven.
Yeah, the staff is always great.
Yeah, they always got a smile on the face. It's like going to, I don't know if you remember the show Cheers. You're younger than I am. That used to be a real popular show growing up. Chad probably remembers it. You walk in and they know your name and stuff. That's how you feel when you walk in Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. They treat you like family. There's no doubt about that. And they got the Auburn update for us. Auburn baseball, 16-11. 36-15 overall, 26-4 at home, 6-9 on the road, and 6-0 neutral sites. Last Thursday, Chad, listen to this. They put it on South Carolina. Number 8, depending on what poll you look at, number 8, Auburn, 24, South Carolina 2. Baseball. That's incredible.
They hit like 6 home runs that game.
That's crazy. That's nuts. What did they do Friday? On May 9th, number 8, 8th ranked Auburn, 11. South Carolina 10. And then on Saturday, Auburn 11, South Carolina I believe it was 3. So they sweep it. Great job, Auburn. They're getting hot at the right time. Tuesday, they got Jacksonville State, and then they got their Ole Miss. They're going to play Ole Miss on May 15th, which is a Thursday, Friday the 16th, and Saturday the 17th. Then we're all getting ready for Hoover. What happens up in Hoover cannot wait. I'm really disappointed. I thought the state championship games were going to be played this week because they one week like they've been doing. They got so many teams down there. They had to have I think the smaller divisions are going. Maybe this is large. I'm not sure, but so I can't go watch Arnold play next Monday because we're going to be doing the Hoover deal. I can't go down there and then drive from there up to Hoover and watch what's going on.
Jet.
Well, Chaz got his wife's using it that weekend. They're going to Vegas, so I won't be able to do it.
I mean, I'm going to get my nails done on Sunday, so
yeah. I wish you would let me use that. What is that? That had to cost you at least $15 million, at least.
Here we go.
That thing's nice. You know what? The color you got to paint it up nice, white, silver, and red. Well, actually, crimson. Looks good, man. Looks good. Mitchell Express.
What you got in that bottle over there?
Mitchell Express. All right, y'all help me with this one. This is the most toxic fan base. Did you see that list they had? I don't agree with it.
I have not seen it.
Okay.
LSU?
This is what I'm saying.
That's Chad, who I would vote,
Chad,
number 1.
Thank you so much. You and I think a lot alike. And
that would be the most drunk.
That's what I mean.
They didn't make the list. If you go on to a game in Tuscaloosa, they'll tack you there. All right. Who are they? Let me break it down.
Most toxic
Who are they?
fans.
You got I'll show you this. Big Ten, 1.
Okay, so this is all of college, not just the SEC.
Yeah, 2 from the Big Ten. SEC, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 from the Big Ten. 8 from the Big Ten. ACC 1. So we get there's your selection. 2 from the Big Ten. 1 from the Big 12. 1 from the ACC. Rest from the Big Ten. I mean the SEC. We got a tie. It's not 10. It's a tie.
Tennessee's in there where?
You are correct, sir. You are correct.
Well, they have thrown golf balls.
They're tied with Kentucky.
Four down golf.
And they got mustards and everything.
Mustard bottles.
Ask Lane Kiffin about them.
Yeah.
They're tied with
Kentucky.
Ask Lane.
I saw them in Tuscaloosa where some of them acted. I was shocked. I think they're ranked too low. Coming in at number 3, the Tennessee Volunteers. Any other suggestions? Any other picks? Come on.
Man, the LSU environment is really wild.
They didn't make it. LSU didn't make it, which tells me this falls.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's some good LSU people, just like there's some good Tennessee people. So, but man, LSU. I mean, I remember going to a game there in the 90s.
Don't look it up.
It's pretty scary. Anyway,
you got one. You got anybody else?
Cat in there cheating.
Cheating.
Well, let's see. And
Georgia.
This is SEC.
Let's go with Georgia.
You are correct, my friend. Georgia, number 5, the Georgia.
Because they throw.
You go into a game, they start barking at you. Walking on camera, they get in your face and bark at you. So y'all got to knock out of the ballpark. Give me another one.
That's not a bad.
As far as obnoxious, this is going to be.
Where's Alabama? Number 1.
People might not.
Alabama's number 1 for obnoxious.
I'm going to say this because most people don't like it except for their fans. Mississippi State.
Yeah,
because of the cowbells.
Yeah, the cowbells.
Let's see if they made it.
Now, some may say Auburn since this is the Auburn update, but
no, Mississippi State.
Auburn.
Did somebody mention Alabama? Did you mention?
They were ranked.
You are correct.
Are they the national champions?
Are you serious?
Alabama fan, but yeah, that's us. Me and you. Are you kidding? Alabama came in at number 9.
Alabama's ego is just so
came in at number 9.
Well, I will say this. I mean, I've been to a playoff game. I've been to, some bowl games, that kind of thing. And if we lose, there's about 5% of our fan base that I'd like. Where have you come from? I mean, these people are absolutely ugly.
Did somebody say Auburn?
I've witnessed it, and it's not good. I was joking, Auburn.
No, sir, you are correct. Auburn made it. They tied Alabama at 9. Auburn tied at number 9.
Well, there's a fierce rivalry.
Come on, we got to get them.
Listen, I'll go ahead.
Come on.
So, Arkansas.
Yes, sir. Correct. Suey Pigs. That's number 8.
Where's Gamecocks?
Gamecocks.
Go.
Good job. Number 7. South Carolina Gamecocks. Wow, I thought they wouldn't have made it. I like their fans.
They're getting cocky.
I'm gonna pick on Jason's team,
no pun
Ohio
intended.
State.
How they got left off, I'll never. Them and LSU should have been.
Well,
on
if they're
there.
left
I
off,
don't
then
know.
you know.
I bet I was at a playoff game with the Ohio State fans, and they seemed fine. Of course, they won.
Come on, yeah.
Hey, if they were left off, then you know Michigan's on there.
What?
If they were left off,
Yes,
Michigan
sir.
has to be on there.
Yes, sir. Michigan Wolverines.
And Michigan State.
No, didn't make
Michigan
it.
State.
Michigan came in at number 6.
Penn State.
Penn State.
Penn State.
Didn't make it.
Indiana.
We got 3 to go.
Nebraska.
Got 4 to go.
I don't know.
Come on.
Where's Louisville?
You got 1 from the ACC.
That's Miami.
One, they don't have any fans. We got one from SEC.
Or at least
left.
show up.
Need a
One
big,
from the Big
12.
10 and Big 12.
USC.
USC. They ain't anything to cheer about. They're quiet. They don't say much. ACC. Let's focus on the ACC.
I got nothing.
You know
Clemson.
They're going to say Florida State.
Florida State. FSU Seminoles.
Kind of following this trend here.
I didn't hear much from them last year.
The whole game, that does get old, man. You ever play?
It does not get old.
I mean,
it's one of my favorite
go
things.
play in that stadium and listen to it. You get a headache.
It's absolutely one of my favorite things.
Spurrier had one of the best lines about the Seminole War Chant. He said, if you want to stop it, just get the lead.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go.
FSU comes at number 4. We got number 1, we got number 2, and we got number 10. Number 1 is out of the Big Ten. Come on, guys.
Oregon.
I got nothing.
Nope.
I can't think of who it would be. I mean, why am I missing
nothing
this?
because we named them all already.
Purdue,
Wisconsin.
You'll never get it.
I know. That's why he's
Iowa. I don't know. I don't get that. They wave to people in the hospital. I don't get that.
They don't win enough to be obnoxious.
I know, really. That's crazy. Maybe they know something we don't know.
Iowa?
Who's number 2 out of the SEC? Out of the SEC, who's number 2?
Number 2.
They should have been. They should have been number 1, but anyway.
Gosh, we've covered all
out of the SEC.
Ole Miss?
Florida. No?
Nope. Florida. That's what I'm saying. Florida should have been in there.
Florida should have been in there.
They
definitely should.
Like, who are we leaving out? Like, we're
they're
leaving somebody out.
They're a huge name. Huge name.
Texas.
Oklahoma.
Yes. Number 2, Booner Sooners.
Now I can agree with that.
Number 10 out of the Big 12. They actually made the national champ. I mean, they played for a championship. They made the playoffs one time.
Kansas State.
Nope.
TCU.
Yes. The Longhorns. And breaking news, Georgia just scored again.
Those are the Horned Frogs.
Here are your most craziest fans in the world that can get on your nerves. Number 1, Iowa. Number 2, Oklahoma. Number 3, Tennessee. Number 4, FSU. Number 5, Georgia. Number 6, Michigan. Number 7, South Carolina. Number 8, Arkansas. Tied at number 9, Alabama and Auburn. And number 10, TCU. I don't agree with hardly any of these. I mean, Tennessee, I do. Michigan, I do. Georgia, I do. Florida State, I do because of the chant. I mean, that thing gets on your nerves.
I've watched Iowa games, and I don't even hardly see their fans cheer.
I know.
I know.
That might be why it's obnoxious.
they too quiet.
They give you the silent treatment. You come play their game.
That's crazy. So where'd that come from? Where's the source on that?
I got written it somewhere. It's in college football's something.
Okay.
Thank you, Chad, for asking.
I see initials that says C.H.
Yes, usually I have it. This is from Jim Brandt. I don't know. Let's talk about some of our great people. Before Brady's Lynn Haven, thank you for the Auburn update. Pat Burno, City Commissioner, does a great job. Get up to Before Brady's. Have a great meal. And once you do that, go down and see Amber and Russ. They're going to have some great deals going on. David Adams,
Designer Jewelry.
Where are they located?
830 Highway 77, right there in Lynn Haven. Easy to find, great deals every day.
You talk about treating you right. When you walk in there, they treat you right. They treat
free
like
jewelry cleaning and inspection.
They design it, they build it. You want it, you're going to get it. They do an unbelievable job. South Walton, you want these state championship rings, they can do it. Arnold High School, you want state championship rings, Final Four rings, they can do it. Necklaces, they can do it all. That'd be great for a baseball banquet. Unbelievable. Also, the legend. This guy is incredible. You're talking about doctors. This guy is truly a legend. Dr. Ward does an incredible job. Graduated from the great school. He is a Florida Gator. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. If it doesn't look right, feel right, go see Dr. Ward. 5 minutes can save your life. Skin cancer can be deadly. We'll be right back with Patrick, with Dr. Chad Mitchell, and Dr. Wildcat. Be right back.
The next evolution in sports talk radio. We're back! On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Afternoon Underdog. The only live afternoon show in Panama City where you can win fantastic prizes from amazing local businesses every day.
That's right.
4 to 6 weekdays. The Afternoon Underdogs.
It's mayhem.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
CBC Construction is looking for a few good men. At CBC Construction, our greatest strength lies within our talented team. Join us and be a part of a dynamic company that values its people. We offer a tremendous opportunity to create a future for your family and the Florida Panhandle. CBC Construction is now hiring. Call us at 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com to learn more. CBC Construction, be part of a winning team. team.
Hi, folks. It's Tracy from Tracy's Fine Jewelry. Did you know that we have a master jeweler right here in the store? That's right. She has over 20 years experience in the art of repairing jewelry. Most repairs are done within a week, so don't send your jewelry off for 6 weeks. Bring it to us at Tracy's Fine Jewelry. We size rings and solder chains. We can reset your diamond into a new setting and even custom design. You'll get your jewelry back quickly and looking as good as new. Tracy's Fine Jewelry, Bay County's trusted jeweler for over 50 years.
Is your restaurant looking a little tired from the long off season? Is your office a little offish? Start the new year off right by giving them a fresh start. Fresh Start Cleaning is now accepting new clients. Ask about their complimentary hood cleaning services. Fresh Start Cleaning. Get clean again with Fresh Start. Call 850-771-6917, 771-6917, and ask about their complimentary hood cleaning services.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
They got something that money couldn't buy.
I was noticing when you come down the stairs that you've got pretty legs.
All right, I'll tell you a story without a happy ending.
Y'all following this?
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey! Welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. A couple things I want to remind you about. FSU Alabama week 1. We're going to have a raffle, $25 to enter to win the FSU Alabama football tickets. You get 2 tickets. Scan the code below. Register. Patrick, turpro.com.
turpropc.com.
Okay. Talk more about that.
Yeah, we're giving away 2 tickets to the Alabama-Florida State game on August 30th in Doak Campbell Stadium, the opening game. All you got to do to get a chance to win is you go into the turpropc.com webpage. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a football. You click on it, and then just follow the prompts to register. It is a $25 fee to enter, and then we're going to announce it here on the radio on August 18th, who the winner is.
August 18th. And it helps, a great cause. You get to see an unbelievable football game, but it's a great cause. It's going to go to help the Mosley cheerleaders, so that's incredible. So we need to do that. We need to make sure we start. And we'll talk, as we get closer, we'll get more and more into this. And we still got a ways to go. I appreciate the text. We got a text from Michigan Eddie. Appreciate him so much. We also got a text in here from Brian Haddad is in Vegas. He gave me a beautiful picture, sunrise in Vegas. And I guarantee he's probably been up all night gambling. But it is pretty nice pictures. And thank you, Brian, for that. And thank Michigan Eddie for the kind words. I can't repeat them on air. We get in trouble. Chad, the advances we have now in medicine world, you're getting players back on the field quicker. Well, one day we'll even have doctors operating. Will there be machines doing everything?
Boy, that's a good question, isn't it?
But I'd be honest with you, I never want the machine doing everything completely. I don't.
Yeah, and I read an article recently. This is for my board certification. They're trying to keep us up to date on the latest things, and of course we're trying to do that all the time and take care of patients. But one of the challenges is bringing in AI where it actually helps humanity. And one of the good things about having a doctor in front of you is compassion, emotion, those kind of things, where the robot doesn't have that. And, right now, AI is not perfect at everything. Everybody knows that. But, man, some of these algorithms that they've put together and things that, we're seeing in the sports medicine world is potentially game-changing, literally. Like, for instance, there's some sports teams right now, and, I'm not getting into the specifics. I'll just stay generalized. There's some sports teams that are actually entering data for players' previous injuries, their age, that kind of thing, to kind of predict how they're going to be during the season. And, you put all this information in, and what's the likelihood this person could have an injury during the season? What do you do with that data when you get it? So anyway, one of them was anywhere from 70% for one of them to 95% accuracy on what happened in the upcoming season as far as injury. Think about that for a minute.
Will they use this like before they draft a player? They look at his medical records before.
They already are.
That's part of the subject, yeah. And it makes you wonder, you think about Quinn Ewers, you think about some of these other players that you think are a really good player, and why do they go so far down in the draft? Maybe that's
they do
part
that
of
now.
it.
They do that now, but what you're talking about, even more depth. I mean, this is
so AI is creeping into everything. So think about this for a minute. All you got to do, and for our listeners, go to, and this is my wife's name, is how to remember it, Ada, ADA. Go to ada.com. There's an app where you can put in your symptoms and get back a list of diagnoses, and they haven't perfected it where...
List of what?
Diagnoses, what
That's how you
what's
actually
wrong
pronounce
with you.
it.
Problem list.
Hold on. The Montgomery version is diagnosis.
Diagnoses.
Yes, with an S.
See, now he understands.
So now you can go. You just type in something. They tell you what's wrong.
To some extent. And
so I go do my own self-operation, and I'm wrong.
Well, if it's contaminated with the wrong data, then you get the wrong output, right?
Yeah.
So there's things like that that's got to be worked out. And, so you've got, artificial intelligence. Under that is machine learning, where you put all these algorithms, these formulas with the data into the machine, and it learns how to manipulate that data, if you will. But then there's an even further layer where this is real AI. The deep layer, where the machine is actually thinking logically like a human would.
Wow.
And you got these very deep layers where it's trying to recognize patterns and bring things together, kind of like how the brain works with all the different
So here's one of my
connected.
questions, and it is directly what you just said. You're a doctor. You've seen things that I think an AI could not diagnose, based on experience, until the AI has somebody input that into something. We have something that looks like this, but it's really something else.
So let me tell you how that works, because that's even being discussed right now. So the machine, when you get it to where it can be like a human, it still has to have the training and the experience like a human doctor would have to have to be able to make the diagnosis. And even then, if it gets any kind of contaminating data, so to speak, I mean, like all the time, I'm talking to patients and they say things, they send this, input, if you will, that is off base. Well, I recognize the pattern over here, and I realize what they just said is an outlier. And, you keep it in mind, but you may need to discount that because this other pattern fits this problem and that outlier doesn't fit the problem. And that's a way of thinking that, the computer would have to. Well, it might over time if it learns how to understand what the pattern is, that kind of thing. But right now they're generating lists of problems like, you got a skin rash. Is this a skin infection? Is it a fungal infection? Is it a bug bite? Is it an allergic reaction? Those are all things it could list. And the more it sees, the more accurate it can get.
My understanding on some of the AI stuff is it's going to give you the higher probabilities first.
Exactly.
Versus what you just said with the outlier with the doctor, where somebody's sitting there talking and they mention something, and as soon as they say it, you go, oh, I've seen this once. This is what it is.
Right, yeah. And it's because you've eliminated some of the other things. And hopefully it'll be a good tool. The question is, does it replace the human element of having a doctor there? If the doctor's got the tool to use it for some help, if he feels like he needs the help, that kind of thing, then, it's a good tool to use.
I've asked you before, because it scares you to death. You go on this thing, they pop up on Facebook, and this symptom could be this, and this, and you even said, quit looking at that, don't even worry about that, because hell, you can think you got every symptom in the world. You start reading some of this stuff.
So that problem is the contaminated data that you're putting in. A lot of patients don't understand the patterns and how things are, and so they'll input things that they think are important that aren't important, and it can sway that algorithm. That's the way I see it.
Do you like this way they're going with this thing?
I do for a tool. If it's a tool and the doctor makes the final decision on that, then great. One of the other ways that it can help in the field of medicine is it can automate, like setting up appointments, answering phone calls and routing them somewhere. I mean, that's all automated intelligence too. Or documenting the encounter, documenting it for you so I don't spend all my time on the computer. I'm in front of the patient.
I see AI going to start with more simple
things like that.
And then your more complicated stuff, you have to have a doctor in there really diagnosing.
Will it ever get to it's so expensive. Will it stay with the NFL? Will they get down to the high schools?
It's already at some high schools.
Well, yeah, so you've got ChatGPT, which is largely kind of free. I mean, yeah, you can get into the deeper layers of it, I guess, by paying, but there's and Google search now. A lot of that has AI behind it. And I got one buddy of mine. He's always creating these images with, putting in input of what he wants on an image, and it creates this graphic. And he's like really good at it. I mean, it's amazing how well that an AI can generate an image. So there's a lot of crazy things going on. But in the sports world, think about teams being able to sort of predict what may happen coming up based on a player's history of injury and age and other data inputs they'll put in.
So really, like, we might have this guy for 3 months. Percentage wise, he's going to get hurt within the next 4 months.
Right, we don't need him. Yeah, let's take this other young kid who hadn't proven himself.
So Joe Namath would have been his career.
He'd have been over before it started.
Okay. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. It's not advanced as Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Jason's got all kind of products down there, man. If you want to gain weight, lose weight, gain muscle mass, lose muscle mass, they can do it all. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Try it before you buy it. Listen to Jason on Tuesdays and Fridays. God does an incredible job. Get out to Newbies, have a great time. Also, Chad Mitchell, the guy, 26 years this fall, giving up his time and energy for these youth of Bay County. Nobody does that anymore. The legend, Dr. Chad Mitchell. People have come from all around to be operated on him. Does an incredible job. He does the old-fashioned way. He also does it with robotic. Also, Stevenson Air Conditioning. Can't say enough great things about Jason and his company. Another local company. You want to get it serviced twice a year, right before summer, right before winter. It lasts longer. It saves you on your power bill. Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're there for you anytime, day or night. Steve's Bike Shop, right across the street from Sam's. Electrical bikes, you love them? Go get one. They got a large selection. They do a great job. They work on both types. Steve's Bike Shop. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN. We got a phone call when we get back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida. For this afternoon and evening, a chance of thunderstorms and sunny and a high of 77 with wind 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the southwest. A mixture of light sprinkles and mostly clear skies tonight, a gentle breeze and warm near 72. A variety of mostly sunshine and light sprinkles and 78 tomorrow. 81 and sunshine with a gentle breeze Wednesday. This is your Monday's weather brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for listening to ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, where the locals go for the best boiled seafood around. Crawfish, shrimp, red royals, and everything crabs. Watch almost every sporting event in the country on their huge outdoor jumbotron. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on weekly events, live music, and food and beer specials. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, your home away from home for sports, good times, and great food. The best boiled seafood. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
So you've heard the saying that if you love your job, you'll never have to work?
Well, it's true.
I've worked for Brock Lawn and Pest Control for many years. The commitment to the needs of customers.
And their commitment to each employee makes Brock a company I'm very proud to be a part of.
Brock's core values are also mine. Give people more than they expect and always honor your promises.
This isn't a job. It's a service to help people live a healthier lifestyle.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control. Our family protecting your family.
He doesn't always go the extra mile. But when he does, it's because he missed the exit. It's the Coach James Hale Show. Live and local inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We got a phone call right here I want to take. This is one of my men I look up to, one of my legends.
You're talking about him.
Love it, man. Love him. He is a local legend, the people's caller, the one and only Michigan Eddie. Good morning, sir.
Go Blue Trucks here. Hey, who won the Big Ten softball tournament?
Michigan Wolverines, baby.
Yeah, they beat UCLA, beat those girls from the West Coast. Who says you can't play ball up in Michigan in the snowy weather, bro? And guess who they're playing in the NCAA tournament, Doc? In Austin, Libertyville.
They're playing Liberty?
No, what I'm saying, Libertyville, because a bunch of libtards out there.
Oh, okay.
That place is a crap hole. Anyway.
And Michigan's not. Michigan's not liberal. Okay.
No, they're for the most part, no, they're pretty conservative there. Pretty good. It's pretty,
I think they did vote
yeah,
Trump this year.
I think you're right.
But anyway, Doc, who's Michigan playing, bro, in Austin?
I haven't looked at Michigan, I have to say, so I don't know.
You're a big fan of this team. They claimed a national title back in the day.
Central Florida.
Yep.
Oh,
that's right.
Wow.
Right.
That means y'all probably lose.
Yeah. I mean, Austin, they have those, they used to have those Occupy whatever people, you know, making a mockery of the state capitol. And then there's actually mysterious deaths in the lakes around Austin that's under investigation. They think there's a serial killer and stuff in Austin. So if you go to Austin, be wary. Just saying. It's not all that. Anyway, we were stationed in Texas. Deanne's from Texas, so we kind of have some background about Texas and Austin and stuff. Been there several times. Just watch yourself.
Is that true about the serial killer? Seriously?
They're finding mysterious people being drowned and stuff in the lakes around there. Yeah.
Wow.
Google it. It's kind of like you and your gator thing with Lake Wales and stuff. You and Doc Mitchell with these off-the-wall National Geographic, whatever, swamp people type stories. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the word of advice is don't paddle over a gator.
Absolutely.
That is true. Okay. You missed one obnoxious fan base I can't stand the most.
Who is that?
BYU.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
They are terrible. So my buddy's in town. We're academy buddies. You know, he's in town for the Tyndall, the exercise that's been going on for the last week and finishing up this week and all that. So he was over for dinner last night. We were talking about it because he played football for Air Force, you know, back when we were cadets and stuff. And so we were talking. And, I mean, the language they would be barking at our players, you know, was terrible, you know, and usually you would have a contingent of cadets that would be like the visiting, you know, spectators and fans and stuff, you know. Granted, I never made that list because I wasn't the best cadet. I was on probation a lot, you know. Anyway, but they would spit on cadets in uniform and all that, and they're supposed to be a holier-than-thou religious school.
Right.
So they are the bar none. I can't stand BYU. I can't stand them more than the Buckeyes or Sparty. And another snooty, snobby school fans are Notre Dame. And imagine this, another religious school.
Wow.
Notre Dame, they're bad too. They're a bunch of rich snobs, bro.
Hey.
They can take their crap and shove it too, man.
Well, listen, before you get into that, Chad's Catholic, so be careful.
I didn't say the Catholic people. I'm saying Notre Dame fans, bro.
Oh, okay. That is a difference. There's a difference there.
And hey, here's the thing. You know Pope Leo?
Yeah.
Because you know what? Because he went to school in Western Michigan, and he's a Lions fan. Wow. Leo the Lion, get it? Just saying.
What about, seriously, I was surprised the Buckeyes didn't make that list.
They're a bunch of snobs, too, though. I mean, they're obnoxious. Like, you go to Columbus and you're a Michigan fan, I've heard some bad stories of how Buckeye fans are. And even I've had some run-ins with Buckeye fans at the Big House. They're bad, too. But they're not as bad as BYU and Notre Dame.
I'll tell the Buckeye boys tomorrow what you said.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Ohio State baseball last 4-23 in the Big Ten. Terrible.
Who won the National Football Championship? Who won the National Championship?
Yeah, with 2 losses, snuck their way in.
2 losses, man. Well, hey, you know what? I will give you credit, man.
Give me a break.
Michigan beat the national champs, and they beat Alabama. And nobody beats Bama twice within 1 year, but Michigan did.
And the recruiting class is great, even with all the drama going on. So that's why I'm not worried, man.
Money
but
talks.
But that's going to become the norm, though, man. Every school is going to have some kind of drama. And I'll look at Florida with one of their ball players in Tampa with a Glock and drugs and all that.
Eddie, not every school makes it in the news for cheating and stealing signs and doing that.
Car racing.
Just Tuscaloosa. They just give your players Crimson Tide vehicles in Tuscaloosa, you know?
They're giving Lamborghinis in Texas.
That's Texas.
Just so you know.
Yeah, no, that is true. Ferraris and Lamborghinis burn orange in the player parking lot. Yeah.
Some schools still own the police
department has a private jet. Just saying. Anyway.
I didn't know.
That old man.
You know, I did hear that. I didn't know this until I kept hearing this from people that Austin is really liberal, big time.
They are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing and not a good way. I mean, that city could be beautiful, but the people there, they run it down, man. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. Like University of Texas campus is nice.
Yeah.
But the some of the other parts of that city, not so much.
Hey, Missy, can I ask you a question? I play for this man. I love him to death. He wished me happy birthday.
Brown?
Yeah, he's made a comment. He goes, "We're not developing players anymore. We're renting them." That's kind of true. What he's saying.
It is true.
No, that is very true, and it's
sad.
Why don't we get Mac Brown and Nick Saban and Tommy Tuberville and whoever else to kind of get on a committee and help college football?
You got Campbell and Saban on that thing now, the guy from Texas Tech. He sold his company like $4.1 billion. This guy's pretty successful. He played offensive line at Texas Tech.
Well, here's the thing. If people stop paying the kids money and just give them a full ride scholarship, like how people were grateful back in the day,
I'm with you, Miss Kay. Absolutely,
and all that, and then you should, when you're in college football, you shouldn't be getting paid, except for your scholarship and all that, because all the money they generate off you should go back to the weight room, improving the facilities, giving you the food and all that, and if you do things the right way, the players won't complain, but if certain schools are banking this money's going somewhere else, it's not going all towards back to the student athletes and so forth, then they have a righteous gripe. So you got to do it the right way. But, you got some evil, corrupt university leaders in athletic departments and in the regents and all that don't do things the right way.
Yeah.
And this is how it all came about.
Yeah.
And it's
you're
the
right.
root of all evil.
You're exactly right. Some of those administrators, they turn their eyes, they turn their head, they don't address it. They let their coaches do certain things, bring players in on COVID, dead period, and they cheat and they steal film and they get on computers and look at little girls and they just let things go on.
You know what? You sound like a bill I used to be all holier than now. Like
He doesn't know what to say.
Scandal-free and all that.
Bama has never done anything wrong as far as you know.
Yeah, except Mike Price going to a strip joint. Wasn't it Sammy's on Okaloosa Island or whatever? And then he had to get fired.
It was in Pensacola, I think.
Well, they promptly fired him.
That's right. We got rid of him quickly.
Yeah, because I think I was stationed out there at that time. I was going through Fletchwood NAS when that happened.
Hey, Michigan, how you feeling, buddy? You okay?
Yeah, going for my pet scan in July, just getting Eddie right. Eddie saw Doc Mitchell, got a plan. I am better. I had the Holy Spirit come in.
Hey, leave it right here all day long. We're going to have a great show lined up for you later. Ron Movey, Inside Drive, David the Underdogs, and Michigan Eddie, the mouth of the South.
More of.
Patrick, thank you. Chad, thank you. Wildcat, love you. We're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
It's all a bunch of crap, man. I mean, NCAA's a bunch of crap.
But different lines says one is unbelievable, amazing, incredible, legendary. Then ... I'm a guy.
And you got Wildcat flipping on the bird. Yeah.